soon, actually next week, and there's going to be a conference out there. They're having a lot of issues. In fact, when you're looking in Israel, one of the things that we know is the International Monetary Fund and the World Health Organization in multiple nations around the world are now working in cahoots with each other, trying to force nations to forcibly vaccinate. We're seeing this down in Brazil right now, where they're offering funding to counties in Brazil that will get a forced vaccination program going. Israel, they found some polio virus in the sewage, which they test periodically, I guess, around the world. It's sort of like the first line of defense. Who knows how it got there? Probably some vaccinated individual is shedding. I don't know. But the case is they wanted to force everybody to get a vaccination program going in Israel. There was a huge revolt. They pushed back. They weren't able to pass the law. And so now there's discussions of whether that's going to drop their credit rating. All of this is getting really scary. Our financial institutions are now intertwined with our health institutions, and those health institutions are all being funded by the pharmaceutical institutions. There's a lot more to health than pharma, trust me. I think there's great doctors. I think ER doctors are amazing. They put us together. I'm pro-science. Obviously, I want the debate. But I'm seeing amazing things with people that are using homeopathy. In fact, we've even seen that argument in England because we know the royal family uses homeopathy. Where are they on this discussion? All of these things, acupuncture, things that have been around thousands of years should be available to us, but pharma is trying to eradicate it. They're trying to take over the world. And that's what I'm going to Israel to discuss. I'm going to be meeting with members of the Knesset. I'm going to be speaking in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem a week from now. But look what happened as soon as they found out I was coming. This is the Jerusalem Post. Right from wrong, canceled Tel Aviv's anti-vax convention. It goes on to say, ICANN's founder and CEO, Del Biegtry, wrote and produced the disgusting 2016 documentary, Vax from Cover-Up to Catastrophe. It is disgusting. On this, I will agree with you. It's disgusting that we're driving children into states of autism where they'll never be able to participate in this world. It's disgusting that we're killing children with vaccines and that they're speaking out. And it's disgusting that you're censoring people that are telling their own personal story, are warning us. It's disgusting that we are censoring books that are actually successfully helping people recover their children from autism. All of that is disgusting. And any movie, I guess, that makes that the case and shows it to you, it's disgusting that we have a whistleblower at the CDC that's still working at the CDC, but that our Congress will not interview and subpoena and put before Congress all the people that were either working at the CDC at the time of that fraudulent study, or Julie Gerberding, who went on to make a multi-million-dollar a year salary from Merck, the very company that she exonerated on the MMR studies while she was head of the CDC. That's disgusting. So I agree with you. And then, of course, other articles. Tel Aviv to host an event for anti-vaccination activists. This is the event. It's going to be the first international conference on informed consent, November 21st at the Expo Tel Aviv. And I am joined by Oshra Bella-Polsky, who is one of the people that's helping put this whole thing together. So, Oshra, what's the climate there? I mean, I'm kind of surprised you guys even announced I was coming. Did you want this type of pressure?
Actually, we expected this pressure. And I have to say that right now, I feel like a teenager again at a rock concert. I'm so excited to talk to you. And I'm even more excited to meet you in 2 weeks. Yes, we actually expected this in the last 2 years. We've been experiencing an dramatic incline in the hate speech against parents who choose to not vaccinate. It's their right. In Israel, there's no law forcing vaccinations, and you don't even have to sign an exemption or anything else. And we saw the media shutting us down completely. Before, you mentioned the 2013 issue with the polio in the sewage. During that time, we had representatives talking in the media, interviewing, and what happened is that the representative from the establishment, from all the vaccine pushers, just didn't have any answers for our people. And they stopped calling us. And they completely ignored whatever we have to say. And right now, they're calling us terrorists, pedophiles, murderers. They're saying we have blood on our hands. This hate speech is so terrible. And that's why actually our NPO, Vaccines Educated Choice, was founded just a year ago. It's going to be, this event is going to be our first year birthday. We founded a year ago, and we decided that it's not enough to be a Facebook group. We have 43,000 people in our Facebook group, but that's not enough. We can't just, it's one of the, it's I think the biggest group in Israel right now, talking about vaccines. And before that, we just, we were helping parents to get to the information that wasn't available on any conventional sites or media or in the health department website. And right now, we just know that we can't just sit quiet and wait for people to come to us. We have to do something very big, very loud, to show that we are not insignificant. We're not just a small group of people, and they can't just pass laws and bills that will force us to vaccinate our kids without our consent. So we decided, like almost so many countries all over the world, like Italy and Brazil and in New York and California, we decided to do a demonstration, a rally, and like our name, Vaccines Educated Choice, we decided to do an educated rally. So instead of just standing outside a building with signs, we said, let's do a conference with experts from all over the world, with activists, and show our power, which is, I have to say, the responses we get are so amazing. We have representatives from more than 10 countries all over the world.
Wow.
I don't even remember all the places right now, but we have, of course, USA, we have England and France and Italy and Slovenia, Denmark, Belgium. Don't remember all of them right now, but this is going to be amazing. And as you said, the other side is has a coalition. They work together. They pass the same bills in every country. They try to coerce vaccines everywhere in the world. And what we decided that the people fighting for freedom of choice, for informed consent, have to unite, and it will be so much more effective to work together. So
we do. We have to unite. Event. Oshra, and I want to ask you, I mean, I think a lot of people think, well, I mean, it's just a bunch of uneducated people, as Forbes is trying to point out, the Dunning-Kruger effect is people that don't know, that don't know anything, they're ignorant. That's who's really, are you ignorant? I mean, what's your educational background? Just out of just a question.
I don't have a background in medicine. I'm actually an aerospace engineer. But 12 years, yeah.
You're only an aerospace engineer. Okay, well then,
Yeah. So I'm so not educated. But 12 years ago, when my first kid was born, I figured that I researched the stroller I'm going to buy 6 months. And he got his first vaccine. And later I realized that I didn't even know what I gave him. It was, I was dumbstruck. I buy a refrigerator and I research every detail. So not to know what is being injected to my kid, I just couldn't deal with it. I started studying, and the first 5 years, I was just postponing. I kept saying, I'm postponing. When he'll get older, adolescent, I will give him the MMR vaccine. Probably, I'm just studying for now, just waiting. And now it's been 12 years since then. He's obviously not vaccinated, and I have 3 more kids not vaccinated at all. It took me 5 years to understand, to read. I was, at the time when he was born, I was doing my master's degree, and I had access to all the libraries, the medical library, and all the websites, the PubMed and Lancet and everything from the Technion. So I researched everything. And right now, obviously, I reached the conclusion. I saw how deep the rabbit hole goes.
You're passionate about it. You've done your work, and it's got to be difficult for you, as it is for so many of us that have people scream in our face that we're stupid because we don't just do what we're told because someone wears a lab coat. Instead, we decided that the smarter thing to do is to do the investigation ourselves. Of course, that's what we're going to be bringing to this conference in Israel. I'm going to be bringing the science that we've been uncovering, the reasons we're winning lawsuits. We're not winning lawsuits. You can't win lawsuits against government agencies if you're not telling the truth. We're winning lawsuits because we're on the truth, and I'm going to bring all of that. It's going to be very, very exciting. We're also going to attempt to broadcast the Hight Wire live from Israel. So that's going to be an experiment. So everybody, I hope you'll tune in. We'll get some of the people that are involved in the conference. We'll try and bring you a taste and a feeling of what it's really like in Israel. I look forward to being there. It's a dream come true. I've wanted to go to the Holy Lands. My dad was a minister, so I grew up, thinking about that area for a very long time. So it's going to be really great. I look forward to meeting you. For the people, I know it's not easy to put on something like this. Is there a website or something where people can donate or help out, whether they're, Israeli and living in America and they want to help you
and
or for whatever reason?
We really need the help right now because we raised about 60% of the expenses of the money requirement we have for this event. It's a very big dream. We took on ourselves a huge commitment, and it's amazing. It's going on so well, and everything is ready, but we still need the help of all the people to help us cover the expenses. And we have a website, www.educated-hypergraphchoice.com. Join us, support us, because we really, really need the help. This will allow us to continue working even after the event, because we have so many plans. We have lawsuits going on right now, and we have legislation that we're trying to push, and we hope to make it all possible with this event and with all the people supporting us. So please, we have an English website, so it will be very easy for all the audience here to join in and support us.
All right. Awesome. Oshra, you rock. Thank you for your hard work. Thanks for taking your time to join us here on the Hight Wire, and I look forward to seeing you in just a couple of weeks. Take care.
Thank you.